Hey everyone, Hassan here. Got another Power Rangers Megaforce review for you today. These are the Ultra Zord vehicles. So these are not from the show. Basically what happens is these Zords are going to be new Zords that they're going to get in the show. And they couldn't just sell these little Zords, so they decided to make it all fancy. And they kind of put them in these weird Zord vehicle things. They're kind of like those... these Zord vehicles from before, where you had these Zords, the Sky Brothers, Sea Brothers, Land Brothers. They didn't want to just sell those individually, but they kind of turned it into this little Zord vehicle. So they've done the same for these. They're just in a slightly different style, so we'll take a look at them. And yeah, let's get right to it. So first up, the packaging. Not collector-friendly packaging at all. As you can see, to open it up, you kind of have to really rip it up. So there's the Red Ranger in Ultra mode, missile firing action. It is Zord Builder compatible, so that's really cool how you can actually use this with the other Zords that you own, so that's pretty sweet. 3 ways to play the game. Card scanner app, your UPC, pretty standard stuff there. It does come with 1 power card as well, so I'll show you that. And then the back shows the 2 different Ultra Zord vehicles, as well as Sky, Sea, and Land Brothers. So what happens is, these Ultra Zord vehicles, they come with the Zords. Each of them comes with 2 Zords that are used alongside the Gosei Jet. And so here's the Gosei Jet. So I have ordered this, and it should be coming soon as well, so I will do a review of this soon. And then all of these Zords combined with that. And there's more combinations that you can make. So I'll show you all of that fun stuff. But so there's that. And then for the Blue Ranger, same kind of packaging, of course. It just obviously has the Blue Ranger on it. And yeah. Alright, so on to the actual vehicles themselves. So first up, we have the Red Ranger's Zord here. So this is what the Zord vehicle looks like. First thing is, it does come with this little Red Ranger figure that's like this. It's a pretty terrible looking figure. The only movement that you have is you can rotate the arms like that, but not even fully because of the legs. And he's just stuck in this weird position, and it just looks absolutely terrible. Just the lack of paint and everything, and the helmet is just so weird looking. Nobody buys the Zord vehicles for these figures, honestly. I guess for kids, maybe they really wanted to have some sort of a Ranger come with it. But really, if you have the 4-inch figures, you know, then you might as well. Like, here's the actual good-looking one here. So you can actually take the figure in there, you know, sit him down in there somewhat. It doesn't get that same, you know, fit of lean. Actually, or maybe it does, because I wasn't doing it right. So I think you can have him lean forward like that, and the hands can attach on like so. So actually, yeah, you're right. Now this hand is a little... it won't close. But basically, you get the idea. So you can actually have, you know, these figures. I'll just stick his hand in like that. But you can actually have the figures on there, which looks so much better just because, you know, obviously, look at this figure and look at that. Not as cool. So this will work with the regular 4-inch figures. Any of the 4-inch figures can also fit in these as well. So that's definitely nice. This figure, who cares? Alright, so putting that aside, here is the actual vehicle itself. So this is what it looks like. And you have this middle car here. Oops. So the Zords are detachable, of course, so we'll take a look at those. But you can take off the 2 little side cars, and you get like a little motorbike. So this can, you know, rotate on its own. And this actually looks kind of neat. No, it's not too bad. It looks kind of interesting. So you do have that. And there are these missiles, and basically what you do is you just push the missiles, and they kind of fire. So when you push them back, it sort of clicks into place a little bit. Then you push, and it fires. And they can actually fire a pretty decent amount. You're putting your own force into it, so however much force you're going to put, you know. But that's basically that. And then you have these 2 little sidecars, which are basically this little attachment thing and the Zord that goes on. So these can stick on the side. And you can actually, so they were on here, but you can stick them up front if you wanted. If you wanted to kind of make the Zord vehicle like that. So that is a possibility. you know, or like this. So lots of different ways that you can play with this little cycle. So it's actually kind of neat, as odd as it might be, and as, you know, obviously show inaccurate because it's not on the show. It's still neat because there's so many different little features that you can do with it. So collectors might not get much out of it, but kids will love this kind of stuff because there's so many different things that you can do with it. So we'll take a look at the Zords in just a second, but real quick, the Blue Ranger one as well. So here's the Blue Ranger cycle. So obviously, terrible figure right there. So anyways, here is the actual Zord vehicle here. And these are also detachable. So I like, my favorite color is blue, and just having blue and silver I've always thought is a really cool combo. So this is actually really cool. I like this. And if you really wanted to, you can mix and match, you know, these things as well, and come up with your own fun little combos of that. So that is possible also. Okay. On to the actual Zords then. So we'll take the Zords out of there. Okay, and then these two Zords. So these are the 4 Zords that you're going to get, basically. Okay, so they are, the Red Ranger comes with the Crocodile Zord. So here's the Crocodile. Basically, it's all black except just the silver paint up here and the red eyes. And you can open this up, and there's a little missile inside. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just there for display. And it can open up that much, and chomp. There you go. Then we have the Beetle Zord. And this is interesting because the Beetle Zord, if I had it, but now I don't know where, oh, here it is. So the Beetle Zord in the show is this one from the Land Brothers. This is the Beetle Zord from the show. But the card, which I'll show you in a second, also calls this the Beetle Zord. So in the show, are they both going to be the Beetle Zord? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Who knows? But that's what the card calls it. And so this part can, you know, rotate around if you wanted to. But that's about all it does. So there you go. Then the Blue Ranger comes with these two. So we have the Dolphin Zord, which is just rather plain looking. I don't know. This one just looks kind of weird to me. Just the color scheme. It's blue and the yellow. It just kind of clashes. It's a little weird, but it is what it is. And then the Elephant Zord. So we have this. So with the Elephant Zord, the card for it actually shows the ears folded in and the trunk back like this. So I don't know, but you can move those around basically. So okay, so there you have it. So there's a bunch of things that you can do. So first, you can actually take these and use them with the Power Rangers blaster, or as on the show they call it the Gosei blaster. So they are just like any of the other Zords. They are compatible with this blaster. So I do want to show what that looks like. So let's get that set up. So first up, Crocodile Zord. So that's what that looks like on the blaster. I like showing all the different combinations of things just because I think that's a key point of these toys. The more you get, the more you're going to be able to use different things with each other, and I think that that's pretty cool. So I like seeing what this stuff looks like. And this does have that little gimmick of, you can hold down the button on here and push the little thing. It's a little awkward with one hand, so it didn't work. Yeah, I was trying to show that. But yeah, so that's the Crocodile. Then we have the Beetle. So here's what the Beetle Zord looks like on the blaster. So there's that. Now let's see if I can do this. Not really, but okay. Dolphin Zord. So this one's nothing too fancy there. I'm not gonna bother trying to show that rolling feature because it's not going to work well. But they all do have wheels, so they all can roll. It's just my table is not a even surface at the edges, so it's a little weird. And then here's the elephant Zord. And then if you wanted to do it like how the card has it, you can set it up like that, I guess. But there you go. So that is all of the Zords with the Power Rangers blaster. So we get them all back into view. So the main reason to get these sets is the Zords, you know, but they also do have other interesting functions. One being the Zord Builder functionality, and so that goes alongside the cycles as well. So, but first of all, here's the, let me get the Gosei Great Megazord in view here. Okay, so with the Gosei Great Megazord, I can move these down. And actually what's going to happen, the combination with the Gosei Jet is instead of using this dragon, you're going to use the jet. But just to kind of show you, these are compatible with these Zords, you know. So you can set it up like this if you want. So yeah, you can have fun with all the different Zord combinations and all that fun stuff. But what's also interesting, what I think is kind of funny looking actually, is that the cycles themselves, or the Zord vehicles, whatever they are actually Zord Builder compatible themselves. So if I put these back on, you can basically use this as an arm for the Megazord. Yes, it's as odd as it sounds. So let's take a look. So if I take off the Phoenix and the Shark, you can take these, and they have the Zord Builder connector right there. And so this sticks in like that, and then on the other side as well. It's a little hard to get in just because it's kind of awkward to hold and push in, but it does go. If I can, it's so hard with the iPad in my face, like trying to. There we go. Okay. So there we have it, folks. It's the Gosei Vehicle Megazord, or whatever you want to call it. It's really awkward looking. But yeah, it's kind of funny. And you can somewhat rotate, you know, you can kind of rotate these as well. So you can have them like this, and you can shoot the missiles and everything. So there is that. And if you really want to, you can take you know, the 4-inch figures or the ones that come with the cycle, and you can kind of set them up on here. Here, let me get the one that comes with the cycle just because it'll be easier to connect. So you can have them like the Blue Ranger hanging from the Megazord arm like that. It's just kind of funny, you know. But, you know, kids will love all these crazy combinations because you can really make lots of different crazy combinations. And I think that's really cool. So that's definitely an added bonus. You know, even as odd as it is, I actually like that they have that feature. It might have been really cool to have this as like the legs somehow and make it roll, but, you know, obviously you're going to connect it from the legs. It's going to be upside down the way it is, so that's not really possible. But still, I mean, just the way they did it right now is still pretty neat. So that's definitely a nice little bonus that they have. So yeah. And then last but not least, they do come with cards as well. So, move those aside, take a look at the cards that they come with. So these are the promo cards here. So they each come with one card, and these promo cards actually feature the different Zords. So for example, this one comes with the red Zord vehicle, the red Ultra Zord vehicle, because these are the two Zords that come with that vehicle. Promo card number 96. And it actually says Crocodile and Beetle Zords. The previous ones like said Sea Brothers or Land Brothers or something. It didn't actually say the names of the individual Zords, but this one does. That's kind of neat. I like that because I can't remember half these names. There's so many different Zords. And then the Blue Ranger one comes with the promo card 140, the Elephant and Dolphin Zord. So let's take a look at the sound they make. So they both make the same sound in the Gosei Morpher. So because these are Ultra vehicles, we'll use something ultra special with the gold Gosei Morpher. So it says Summon Zord, So these are the cards that they would use to summon them, basically. So they both have that same sound. And then as far as the clips from the card scanner app go, let me play those for you. Let's see. Okay, so there you had the, I think it's going to be called the Gosei Jet Megazord. Alright, here's promo card number 140 now for the Blue Ranger. I wonder if it's going to play the same thing. Let's see. Did not play the same thing. That was a lot cooler, actually. So yeah, so those are the different clips that they play on the card scanner app. So, promo card 96 and 140 again. So these are the Ultra Zord vehicles. So they are in stores now, so definitely check them out. Basically, for collectors, I mean, you're going to have to get these for the Zords if you're trying to collect all the Zords. But, you know, they're still kind of nice to have. You know, they connect with the Power Rangers Blaster. You have the Zord Builder functionality. I think kids will love this just because there's so many different things that you can do, especially if they have the other Zords, because then they're going to have fun with combining everything. So that's definitely an added bonus, I think, for kids as well. So, yeah, so these are the Ultra Zord vehicles. So definitely check them out. And that's about it for this review. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments below. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Go, Megaforce.